Though just 2 months old, mobile enthusiasts are already focused about Apple's next flagship smartphone. Executives reportedly referred to next-generation iPhones as the most ambitious in the product's history. Although Apple 16 is expected to rock with power, some tech gurus believe that Apple mobile device aficionados should relax, since there is a guarantee that Apple 17, which is supposed to have more memory, better performance capabilities, and fascinating features, will come along. This is where the following generation of gadgets finds place. As part of Apple's iOS 18.1 update, Apple Intelligence arrived on the iPhone with a flood of fresh features like the ability to rewrite text, make photo montages based on a prompt, remove objects from images, and type to Siri. Apple's virtual assistant is also more adept in knowing you even when you stutter over your speech. With the intention of enabling you to quickly catch up on messages, iPhones able of running Apple Intelligence can offer summaries of incoming texts. The technology cannot recognize context in most cases or interpret sarcasm in a logical manner. It is far from flawless. The rise in the iPhone 17 Pro Max's RAM capacity surpasses all others' projections. Given that the iPhone 15 Pro Max runs on a current 8 gigs of RAM, there is conjecture that the iPhone 17 Pro Max could have an amazing 12 gigs of RAM, a significant leap forward. With 12 gigs and 16 gigs of RAM, even the previously revealed lower-end Google Pixel 9 Pro would compete with the iPhone 17 rendering models. More RAM indicates a higher degree of multitasking, better performance of apps, and most intense operations that can be conducted with, for example, computational AI or augmented reality, with increased zoom capabilities exceeding expectations. With Apple's expanding focus in advancing its range of artificial intelligence capabilities and applications, the extra RAM may be functional in the way one's phone performs on doing high-end activities, as would be the case with Apple's rising dependence and use of artificial intelligence. While it is true that Apple's memory optimization algorithms can make 8 gigs of RAM seem more than adequate, the arrival of 12 gigs in the iPhone 17 will cater for heavy users and those who desire the finest performance. From a design aspect, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is likely to do more than just boost its capabilities. Rumors say that the Pro Max variant could have a barrier-free volume control in place of the usual volume rockers and an action button. This is purely supposition at this moment, but it could aid in simplifying the gadget and making it intuitive to use. Besides, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is also believed to exhibit a less apparent dynamic island, and this is possibly related to either a new proximity sensor or an under-the-display Face ID. If this happens, the iPhone 17 could come with a more streamlined and efficient screen that will aim at boosting user experience. On the colors, the iPhone 17 Pro Max may come with a new hue of teal titanium separate from the usual dark green titanium or green titanium colors. The projected titanium chassis in combination to what seems like a more scratch and glare-proof glass reveals that Apple is very interested on developing attractive-looking devices that also operate as intended. The predicted iPhone 17 Pro Max purportedly comes with a more upgraded camera system containing a 48 megapixels telephoto lens for better zoom and crystal photos, and a 24 megapixels selfie camera, a notable upgrade from the iPhone 16. Some believe that it might also contain a mechanical aperture that will facilitate the modification of depth of field, thus making it even better for budding photographers and cinematographers. Apple's iPhones have always had 12 megapixels front-facing cameras, but that's set to change with the arrival of 24 megapixels front shooters on all 4 iPhone 17 models, says analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. These cameras are also said to be positioned more centrally within the dynamic island, rather than its left corner. Additionally, Kuo believes the iPhone 17 Pro Max will be the first iPhone to feature 3 48 megapixel cameras: wide, ultra-wide, and tetraprism. A tetraprism is basically a periscope or a way to bend light multiple times through glass, which is a tool other phone makers have used in their cameras since 2017 to bring faraway subjects closer to a smartphone, according to our expert. The iPhone 17 Slim, on the other hand, is likely to include a single 48 megapixels rear camera, although information about the rear cameras for the base and Pro models is surprisingly scant. However, according to the information, At least one of the iPhone 17 models will feature a mechanical aperture, allowing users to modify the opening of a lens and, consequently, the quantity of light entering it manually. Currently, all iPhone models have a fixed aperture. There is no doubt that the iPhone 16 will be great, however. The iPhone 17 is already in the pipeline, and with memory increases, design modifications, and camera additions, it is looking to be a beast. The iPhone 17 may be a smartphone worth waiting for if you are types of consumers who wish to have the newest technologies. It has enhancement in performance, design, and functionality, which means it may indeed be the best iPhone to date. Right now, it is up to you. Though the one thing that is certain is that iPhone's future is perhaps the brightest it has ever been. According to ET News, which quotes a display industry insider, Apple is slated to adopt the same low-temperature polycrystalline oxide panels on all iPhone 17 versions. This means any of the next models could come with 120Hz ProMotion refresh rates and always-on display features, something Apple has confined to the Pro models so far. The 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate has been limited to the Pro models of the iPhone for several years, but in 2025, it could expand to the whole iPhone lineup. Rumors claim both the Pro and regular models will incorporate ProMotion support, and that in turn will allow for always-on capability. With all 4 iPhones scheduled to adopt ProMotion displays in 2025, ProMotion refresh rates will no longer be a feature that makes the Pro iPhone models apart. Samsung will manufacture the panels for the 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max models, while LG will build the ones for the basic and slim varieties, the report continues. Apple is also reportedly in talks with Corning to make the outside glass of the iPhone 17 range anti-reflective and more scratch-resistant. Apple will adopt low-temperature polycrystalline oxide panels for all iPhone 17 models, which is what enables ProMotion thanks to superior power efficiency. Always-on technology will allow the always-on clock, widgets, and notifications that have been accessible on the Pro versions for some time now. ProMotion offers refresh rates ranging from 1 Hz to 120 Hz, and at the high end, the 120 Hz refresh rate provides smoother scrolling and video content. Apple could release a larger display size for the basic iPhone 17 model in 2025. The iPhone 17 could measure in at 6.3 inches, up from 6.1 inches, which would make it the same size as the iPhone 16 Pro. The Apple aims to eliminate the Plus model in 2025, so there may be only a single lower-cost handset, and at 6.3 inches, it would be in between the size of the present 6.1-inch iPhone 15 and the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Plus. That would make the display sizes 6.3 inches, 6.6 inches, 6.3 inches of the Pro, and 6.9 inches of the Pro Max. Apple tends to upgrade chipsets every year. Unsurprisingly, the iPhone 17 are expected to get the A19 chip, while the Pro variants will receive the A19 Pro chips. It sounds like iPhone 17 series won't get TSMC's next-generation 2nm chips, but we are expecting a 19-chip technology that's likely based on an enhanced 3nm process. Apple regularly improves iPhones with faster and more efficient chip technologies each year. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are believed to contain an A19 Pro chip, while the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Thin could have the ordinary A19 chip. TSMC is working on its N3P process, with mass production slated to commence in late 2024. So that's the chip technology that we're assuming Apple will employ for the iPhone 17 series. Compared to earlier versions of 3nm chips, the N3P chips offer increased performance efficiency and increased transistor density. However, the rumor mill is divided on whether these SoC will be manufactured using TSMC with 2nm chips. The latest update, according to a recent X post by Ko, is that all iPhone 17 phones will employ TSMC N3P, 3nm technology. The next iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max could include batteries that are easier to remove, employing the same technology Apple used in the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus employ a form of glue that can be loosened using a low-voltage electrical current. However, the 16 Pro and Pro Max have normal adhesive. Next year, All iPhone 17 models might include the new, easier-to-remove adhesive, which makes battery changes simpler. Apple added Wi-Fi 7 to the iPhone 16 models, but with the iPhone 17 series, Apple might employ its own custom-designed Wi-Fi 7 chip. According to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, at least one iPhone 17 model would contain an Apple-designed Wi-Fi 7 chip. And analyst Jeff Pugh expects that the iPhone 17 Pro versions will feature an Apple-designed Wi-Fi 7 chip. So, that's all we have for now on Apple smartphones. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates on this exciting tech. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching.